Hey, why that light on? What's it doing there? Shouldn't be on. So, today, pretty good. First hiked 3 miles. The drive was mind-numbingly boring way back. And when I got back, my legs hurt because hiking and, just driving for a very long time. Coffee shop, saw a stretched limo Cadillac and a regular stretched limo, so 2 stretched limos in one day. What are the chances of that? So weird. Then drove to the store and drove to one more place. What was it? I drove to... I do not know. I forgot. Something else. Okay, no, I'm wrong. There's something else. Something else happened in the day. It's more than just those 2 things. I mean, there's like 4 places I drive to. I don't know how. I can't remember. Oh, right. We're gonna go see his car show, but it sucked. It was a place called The Hideout, and instead of an I in hide, it was a Y. So you can imagine the quality of the place. There's some weird steakhouse barn thing. And it was like, the destination is on your right. We were looking around like, where the hell is it? And then it was just around the corner. There's just a couple cars in the front lawn of this place. It's like, oh, looked very redneck. Yeah, so we just didn't go. Kind of sucked. So that was my day. Been driving a lot recently, which I enjoy. So, let's think of a topic. What topic can I discuss today? Oh, I'm not sure, really. Well, yes, I'm really not sure. So I suppose I shall try to fill the time with mindless speech while I think of something I could entertain you with. Dum-dee-dum-doo, la-ta-ta. La-la-dum-dum-doo-doo, la-la-la-dum. It's just interesting how we assign value to things. Some rich person touches an object and now it's worth $7,000. Like, obviously, can't bring logic into that. It's already a completely illogical thing. But, like, if you were to force someone to be logical, what made that worth value? Oh, Jeff Bezos touched it. Why is that worth value? Because it has his genes on it. And why are his genes special? Because it's Jeff Bezos. And why is that special? Because he's famous, and those genes are unique to him. Okay, but how does that affect the value of it? Having some person with a high amount of currency in their bank account contact an object makes you have to spend more money to purchase the object, even though the inherent value of the object based on its production quality, materials, difficulty of production, and overall use is very low. Because this person touched it, it's now very high, which in overall is just making you basically get scammed. There's no logic behind that. That's what I was trying to mention in my video, or my short called Value. I forgot that third point. I don't know how. I just completely forgot it. And then I realized afterwards, like, oh, right. The way people assign value to things that are completely worthless. Like, ooh, Babe Ruth baseball, $700,000. That's an exaggeration. I have no clue how much it's worth, or if one even exists. But, like, and when I purchase something, I'm looking to get my money's worth. You see, the thing about money is you work to earn it. It is not free unless you have, like, rich parents. So you work to earn your money. You send a certain amount of time and effort of your life, pretty large amount, to make this currency. And in turn, you get housing, quality of living. You get sustenance, such as food and water. You get electricity, clean water at that. You get a vehicle to get to your work and other places you would like to go better, and the fuel for that vehicle, and many other things to support a very high quality of life. Well, given where the economy is going, maybe not that high quality, but very high quality of life. So, use this. That is a good smelling grill. Wow. Okay, but you're spending this currency for good quality of life and a little bit, so in your free time you can have enjoyment. Enjoy your life. Everyone should enjoy their life. Not enjoying your life is kind of stupid, especially if you're an atheist. If you believe there's no meaning to life except for living it, then not being able to live it would be kind of stupid. So, why are you spending this currency you worked for and dedicated a part of your life for on something that is 7,000 times more expensive than what it should be? You're being scammed. Do you know what a scam is? Buying something for more than it's worth? That's just what a scam is. That's a rubber glove. But yeah. So don't purchase things from what they seem. Purchase things for what they are actually worth. Even though, what's it called? Profit margin? I forget. The difference between how much it costs to make and how much you sell it for. I think it's called profit margin. Even if that may be absurd. Like, you're paying 70 times what they cost to make, and they could easily get off with selling it 5 times cheaper, and they would still turn $1. Oh well. Is that? I don't know what that is. I'm gonna try and decipher that. But yeah. Even if that's the economy we live in, at least maybe in America, other parts of the world is better. For the economy system we have, and perhaps around the world, like the if you look at my video called showing off my YouTube analytics or something like that, there's just people somewhere in Malaysia, can't remember exactly where, but yeah, if you're in some part of the world like that, maybe the economy's better than America. But as for Americans and the people with bad economies, you just do what you can to get along. I mean, that's how life works, really. You just do what you can to get along. Overall, currency, people, emotions, lifestyle, just live life best you can. And obviously, being a good person is a part of that. Many things are a part of that. Obviously, life is mildly complex. Can't really just explain life in a couple words. So, in the small aspect of life that is currency, even if it may seem large, comparatively small, don't waste it on things that are worthless, or at least sold for much less than what they're worth. You can even think of it as a trade-off of time. Time is money and effort. So, let's say currency, no longer a thing. If you want to buy food, you don't buy it. You just work at whatever your job is, and then you're given that food. So skip the whole get your paycheck, then spend the money on the food part. Just skip that process. You do work for something. For a car, you just work a lot, You put in a little bit of overtime after each shift to pay for your food. That'll eventually build up so you can buy a car, Stuff like that. So why would you put so much time and effort across years to buy something that would only take a week of effort and time? That's just stupid. You're wasting it. Now, obviously, if you're rich, do whatever the hell you want. I don't care. Still basically worthless. I mean, nothing special about a celebrity owning something. So, go ahead, ice out your watches. It's dumb. Even if you do have the money to afford expensive things and still have a high amount of wealth to pass down generations. Why are their windows flashing? What the hell are they doing? Oh, did they just lose power? What are they doing? That's weird. strange. But yeah, even if you have all the wealth in the world, buy whatever you want. I wouldn't recommend buying something with such useless value. But I'm logical. I do what's right and what works, because typically the normal thing works. Not always, but that's why some things I do are generic, because they just work. If things were fantastical and they worked, then people would do them all the time. But a lot of basic things, like purchasing a Ford vehicle, it works, it lets you get along. There are better options, like purchasing a Toyota vehicle, but it's just the standard because it works. And obviously in places in the world like America, we make worse decisions, and of course, not just America, other places of the world, I don't know, I need to specify a place, makes bad decisions, and there are always better ways. We don't have a perfect world. The world is always filled with flaws. I always get to this point. Everything I talk about just leads down this road, and it all ends at the one point of the world isn't perfect. It'll never be perfect. It's God's plan. You'll have to deal with it. Problems you can change them. If you can't change them, get along with them. Because that's just the world. I'll say that as many times as I lead to it, because that's just how life works. It's the overall lesson. It'll never change until the world turns to hell. It'll always be like that. And I hope you learned something from this. God bless you. As always, adios, mi amigos and amigas, and friends and friend females.